This is my quarantine lasagna sauce. Hasn't gone well so far. So, those of you who are watching might be wondering how the fuck I managed to get mince. Well, it was in the freezer. I thankfully bought some. Normally I'm pretty good, but we're having to adapt. So this is lasagna that I'm making today. Normally I make it with sheets, but today I have to make it with the only pasta that we could get on the shelf. So I've started to cook the mince. Now what you'll find here is, because I'm a fuckwit and didn't plan ahead, there's icy mince in it. There's icy mince. See, icy mince. Also, if you follow me to the sink, you'll see that there's still mince there. Paper. Make sure, for those of you who have never cooked before in your life and are finding that you have to cook, this isn't edible but can be used as toilet paper if you dry it out. See? Free toilet paper. What the fuck, that smells like blood. We've removed meat. Wash hands, okay? Drop the fucking meat tray in the sink. Wash hands, okay? So what we've got here is you just got to keep stabbing it. Like stab, 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 mix, stab, stab, mix. See? Stab. Okay? Make sure you get it all up in there. Now, so what I did was I fried onions, garlic, a little bit of olive oil, mixed herbs, and love. I've also, over here, so because I've got like this stuff, whatever you got left over can go nicely in a pasta sauce, but usually I do chopped up mushrooms, chopped up, well that's a whole capsicum. That's not how it looks when it's chopped, you've got to chop it. But this, chop it, then it's chopped up capsicum and chopped up vegetables. This is a video for the cooking retarded. Don't laugh at me, Paul. Because some fuck's gonna just throw this in there and then sue me. That's the times we live in, right? We've had to be a little bit flexible with this, because what we've had to do is, you may find that there's icy bits. So what you do is you just stab that a bit harder. So stab gentle on the not icy bits, and then stab hard on the icy bits. Okay? Now, so you get that nice and uniced, okay? And you like spill everything everywhere. Stab and mix. Oh, put that in there. Okay, make sure you clean your bench. Stab and mix. Stab and mix. Now add the mushrooms, right? Oh. So you add the mushrooms, okay? Whatever, zucchini. I like zucchini in it just because it adds extra hidden fucking nutrients for the kids who eat nothing but potato chips. So this is, if you're a mum, you got to figure out ways to hide vegetables, okay? And I'll keep that mismatched tins of tinned tomatoes. Then I'll use tomato paste, okay? Ow, a little bit of chicken. Oh no, we don't want chicken stock. What do we want? And then what you do is, this ends up taking longer than you expect it to take, so then you end up going fuck it and just making spaghetti. We haven't even started the white sauce yet. Okay, so Paul left. All right, but now I'm going to show you how to do the rest. All right, taken some tomato paste. Oh, and I burnt my hand because I left that. Oh, don't do that. Okay, don't burn yourself. Now what you need to do is take the spoon out, okay? Wait for that to fucking cool. Get another spoon that doesn't burn you, okay? And mix the tomato paste in there, okay? 2 tins of tomatoes. And then you mix and bash, mix and bash, mix and bash. Remember what I said before, mix and bash. There we go. And then basically you let that simmer the fuck down forever, okay? Probably like, I like to do it for an hour so everything goes all nice and soft and everything, okay? Okay, so look, this has been simmering for a bit. Look at that. Okay? The mince is a little bit oily because it was kind of a lower grade thing, but it should be all right once you mix it in with the other stuff. This still needs another, I'm just going to turn this right down, cook right down, probably for another half hour or so. So, lots of butter, right? Just approximate, don't be too fancy, all right? Oh, also get pepper. There we go, that much. So you want it to look a bit like thin. Believe it or not, I actually learned how to make this shit at an Italian restaurant when I worked there. So, it's kind of magical. Probably going to backfire though because I'm holding my phone and stirring something. Now, let the flour cook a little bit because otherwise you get that floury taste. So you want it to mix like this together. Right. We had some dramas, technical dramas. What we got here, right? There's some slightly burnt fucking roux at this point because I was mucking around with the camera and forgot that it was there, but that's okay. So you just keep adding little bits of milk, okay? Until it becomes a sauce. So you just bit by bit keep adding bits of milk. Okay, lots of milk. Look at that. You're not supposed to do it all in one go like that, but I'm getting impatient. This is quarantine, exceptional circumstances. So it doesn't matter anymore. Right, we're about 3 weeks away from eating rats' assholes. So, fucking whatever. All right, there we go. Get that. Burn your hand again too. Just make sure that you burn your hand again. It's very important. A good fucking chef grade, professional grade whisk will do you wonders, and it will correct all sorts of mistakes. So what you do is you don't prepare and get everything that you need in front of you, and then what you do is you fuck it up and burn it while you run to the fridge for additional milk. That's the professional way to do this. Okay, and also you realise quickly that you forgot the cheese, so you walk away again. And then you run out of room on the bench because you've got the milk and you've got 2 things of milk and then you forget to. And this is how you do things. So, I could only get Woolworths brand cheese, but it really doesn't make a fucking difference. Are we really fussy right now? Note, paper towel holder, empty. Can't get any. Which is a good thing actually because we shouldn't be using it. But keep mixing it till it's like the consistency of like, I don't know, custard. Chuck some cheese in. Right, I put half the packet of mozzarella in there. Right, and then I also add a handful of just grated cheddar because, again, there's no rules anymore. Right? Fuck it. There is no such thing as society. And sometimes you may find that your sauce goes a bit thicker than you expected. So then you fix it by adding more milk. Look, see, now it's gone all gluggy. But, you know, keep whisking away. Now, technically you're supposed to heat the milk, but there's no rules. There's no rules anymore. You can do what you want. Okay. Now's the assembly. Your 2 thick bechamel, okay? Beautiful cheese. It's not bechamel, it's cheese sauce, but whatever. Shut the fuck up. Your wonderful, beautifully cooked sauce. Ordinarily, we'd have some lasagna sheets, but we don't have those, okay? So I've used giant shells, and what I have got for 1 layer is these little fancy pastas as well. It's not technically a lasagna, it's kind of a adapted lasagna-like dish. So what you do is very quickly run out of patience. Like, I'm bored already. I'm already bored. But we'll be brave together, okay? Let's get through this. We'll get through this together, everybody, okay? Now, ordinarily you'd layer with lasagna sheets, but, you know, we can't really do that at the moment, so it's a little bit trickier, but just make sure that everything's covered. It resembles lasagna, but it's not lasagna, right? Okay. I put a bit of cheese, it's up to you, but I put a bit of cheddar and mozzarella as well. Do that. And then what you do is you actually, after a few attempts, what you should do, pro tip, what you should do is get really impatient and fucking pour it because we don't have time for this shit anymore. The world's ending, right? So, look, Italy's got bigger problems than whether I'm bastardising their fucking lasagna, okay? So then there's that, right? Make that. Pour this on top. And for fuck's sake. Here we go. Run out of patience. And if it won't open, use your teeth, because we're all adults here, right? Sprinkle some fucking pasta in there. I really hope this turns out, because normally my lasagna is actually pretty good. I'm just being stupid. Right. Again, get impatient, because we've got no patience. We'll just fucking and pour it all in there. There we go. See how we started caring and then you gradually care less the longer it takes? That's the kind of strategy that you want to go for with this dish, okay? Which is a complete lack of patience. Because this idea started at 10 o'clock this morning and it's now 3 o'clock and I've got better things to do. Just like you know, all of us. Okay, so again, world's ending. Who gives a fuck? Now, let's pour the white sauce on there. Use the same spoon because, you know, again, it's all mixed in. Who cares? Not important, right? And then, you know, if you're not using a whole packet of mozzarella in this thing, you're not doing it right, okay? And then fix all the things you fucked up. Right. And then we put it in the oven. I actually put it low. I put it down because I put uncooked pasta in here. I actually put it in at 160 and let it go slowly. So, overcooked lasagna.